If someone says, "After everything I have done for you," and your stomach immediately signs a confession, welcome. You may be inside the guilt trip. Guilt is not always your conscience. Sometimes it is someone else's request wearing your conscience as a little hat. Charming hat, terrible boundaries. The engine is simple. First, they remind you of a debt. Then they add emotional urgency. Then they make refusal feel cruel. Finally, you comply just to stop feeling like a villain. The classic line is, "After everything I have done for you." Notice the trick. A past kindness gets converted into a present invoice. Your guilt meter rises before your thinking catches up. Heart tightens, shoulders fold. Suddenly you are apologizing to a problem you did not create. Here is the first rule. I feel bad does not automatically mean I did wrong. Feelings are signals. They are not judges wearing wigs. Family guilt often sounds warm. We never ask you for anything. Translation: we are asking now, and we would like your no to arrive already ashamed. Separate gratitude from obligation. Gratitude says, "I value what you did." Obligation says, "I owe you my next decision." Those are not the same animal in a coat. A healthy favor does not become a secret subscription plan. If a kindness keeps charging your card forever, it was not a gift. It was a tiny financial product with feelings. Use this first defense line. I appreciate what you did. What are you asking me to do today? It thanks the past without signing over the present. Guilt trips love emotional emergencies. If you do not answer now, everything collapses. Maybe, or maybe urgency is the costume pressure wears when it forgot to bring logic. The trap often gives you a role. The rescuer, the good child, the loyal friend, the team player. Roles are sticky. Dr. Wiggle recommends checking your shoes. The role ladder goes like this. You are good. Good people help. Helping means saying yes. Therefore, your no becomes evidence against your character. Very neat, very rude. A normal request asks for action. A guilt trip asks for identity first. Are you really the kind of person who would say no? That is not a question. That is a tiny courtroom. Try this line. I understand this matters to you. I still need to decide what I can do. Calm, warm, boring. Boring is a shield with sensible shoes. Another classic is, if you cared, you would. That sentence tries to turn love into a vending machine. Insert guilt, receive service. Care and control can look similar from far away. Care leaves room for your limits. Control treats your limits like a rude furniture choice. The apology trap appears when you are sorry for having a limit. Sorry, I cannot. Sorry, I am tired. Sorry, I exist with a calendar. Too many sorries feed the machine. A clean no does not need a trial. I cannot do that today. Full stop. If you add 11 explanations, the guilt trip will politely eat them and ask for dessert. Memory traps pull out old favors at suspiciously perfect moments. Remember when I helped you? Yes. Memory accepted. Invoice rejected. Use this when they bring up the past. I remember that and I appreciate it. This is a separate decision. The word separate is a little door out of the maze. Sometimes guilt arrives as silence, a sigh, a pause, a disappointed face performing a one-person opera. Do not automatically clap with your schedule. The sigh test is simple. If no words were spoken, do not invent the contract. Ask, what do you need? Make the invisible request become visible before you answer. At work, guilt can sound professional. We are all counting on you. Translation: we found the person most likely to feel bad first. A team player answer can still have edges. I want the team to succeed. I cannot take that on without moving something else. What should change? Every yes has a cost. Time, energy, sleep, attention, resentment. Guilt trips pretend the cost evaporates. It does not. It just waits in the hallway wearing your face. Resentment is often guilt that never got a boundary. It starts polite. Then it moves into the basement and practices drums at midnight. Check your body before you answer. Tight chest, fast yes, sudden need to prove you are good. Those are not instructions, they are dashboard lights. Use the pause line, I need a minute before I answer. That minute may feel illegal. It is not. Dr. Wiggle has checked the paperwork with a suspiciously large stamp. Run the 4-question test. What is being asked? What is the real cost? Would I say yes without guilt? What boundary keeps this clean? A loving relationship can survive limits. If the relationship only works when you abandon yourself, that is not closeness. That is a hostage situation with better lighting. The guilt trip's favorite monster is the bad person label. You said no, therefore you are selfish. No, you made a choice. The monster is wearing cheap paperwork. If they label you, do not wrestle the label. Say, I hear you are upset. My answer is still no. The label wants a debate. Your boundary wants a chair and some tea. There is a clean difference. Responsibility repairs what you actually caused. Guilt trips make you repair someone else's discomfort. One is maturity, the other is emotional plumbing. If you did cause harm, repair it. Apologize, make it right. That is different from accepting every emotional invoice that lands on your doorstep wearing perfume. In guilt fog, everything feels urgent and morally enormous. The cure is not arguing, the cure is clarity. What happened? What is requested? What is mine? Here is the clean sentence. I care about you, and I am not able to do that. Notice the end. It lets care and limits sit at the same table without throwing soup. Do not overexplain to someone committed to misunderstanding you. Overexplaining is just donating extra furniture to the guilt trip's little courtroom. Use the broken record. I cannot do that. I understand. I still cannot do that. Same line, same calm face. No bonus chapters. Tiny drill for today. Think of one place where guilt gets your automatic yes. Family, work, friend, romance. Write one sentence you can say before the guilt arrives with a suitcase. The defense is this. Notice the guilt. Thank the past. Name the request. Check the cost. Give a short answer. Repeat without auditioning for the role of nice appliance. Final script. I appreciate what you have done. I care about this. I cannot commit to that. Short. Warm. Annoyingly difficult to manipulate. Public guilt is extra sticky. Everyone is watching, someone sighs, and suddenly your boundary feels like it has to walk across a stage in wet shoes. Question for the comments. Which guilt line gets you fastest? After everything I did for you, if you cared, or the silent disappointed face? Name the trap before it names you. Subscribe for the next case file. Dr. Wiggle is building a small cabinet of social pressure specimens, and unfortunately, several of them are still moving. If this saved you from one guilt-powered yes, subscribe. Next case file, the silent treatment where someone says nothing so loudly it starts moving furniture.